Is Mendoza the worst Heisman winner in the last 20 years? If you had a vote, would you have given it to Diego Pavia? No. I voted for over 40 years. I just felt it was time to give up my vote because I'm a believer that if you keep these things like afternoon drive, which I could still be in today if I had wanted to, or the Heisman vote, there comes a time where you move on to give somebody else an opportunity. As much as you don't want to do it, I still follow college football I could easily vote for the Heisman. I am still better qualified than a lot of the Heisman voters are. Many of the Heisman voters are not qualified at all. And it is often a popularity contest, and one that's often broken down regionally. Now, back to your original question. Was Mendoza a weak candidate? Yes. Was it a weak Heisman group? Yes. But remember something. When people get on Mendoza, he didn't look how many times he threw for 300 yards. I think only once this year. Oh, look at his overall stats. Well, wait a second. If a guy loses games, you say, oh, you're just going by his stats. You ran him up against bad teams. He threw 7 touchdown passes against blah, blah, blah. Well, he didn't do that. But what he did do, he won all his games. And he made plays, Penn State, Ohio State, when the game was on the line. Did the wide receiver make an amazing catch in the Penn State game to save him? Yes, he did. He did. He made an amazing catch. But in the Ohio State game, despite the fact I still believe Ohio State was not full throttle, and I don't mean to take anything away from Indiana, I just believe that. And Indiana, I hope, gets another chance to prove that we were wrong about that. He made the plays. He made the plays the decade that he had to make. And that's what you ask a quarterback to do. Get your team into the end zone when the game's on the line, and that's what he did. So I have no problem with him winning the Heisman Trophy. Now, as far as the Vanderbilt quarterback, who should be ashamed of himself for how he acted after the Heisman, ashamed of himself for how he acted. It's a privilege to be there and be a Heisman candidate. He acted really badly. Now, he's a fun player. He is a fun college quarterback who is a college quarterback. They come along. I can give you them chapter and verse through the years. There have been many of them. They use their legs. They use their guile. They use their escapability. They are not prototypical franchise quarterbacks as far as the NFL is concerned. Who would I have voted for? I thought the best player in the country this year was either Love or a defensive player. But I'd probably say it was Love.